For 35 years, we've been taking kids in when the family is undergoing stress. It could be domestic violence or utilities cut off or just that overwhelming parental stress we're talking about. And if you don't have a safety net, you call the Crisis Nursery, even if sometimes if it's just to talk. You know, our hotline is open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, a 24-hour helpline. And we know it's at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning when the baby will not stop crying, when you're short on sleep, that sometimes, problems can happen. You call our number, 314-768-3201, and that'll be answered 24 hours a day. Maybe you just need somebody a shoulder to cry on. But if you really do need help, the Crisis Nursery is there to lend you a hand.
So talk to us a little bit about the process with Crisis Nursery. So as people hear about it, you talked about like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Those levels of support system are there for the parents, but also what happens for the kids as well?
Well, if you're in a position where the kids, you need a true break, we will bring you in. There's been times we've sent a cab for people because we know transportation's not always reliable. We bring in the parent and the children. The kids then stay for short term, 2, 3, 4 days, and we take care of the kids. And then we give the parents some tools to help them, some references and referrals to deal with whatever it is, whether it's homelessness or mental health issues. You know, a lot of our parents, one of their goal is to get 8 hours of sleep and clean the kitchen, right? Because you can't pour from that empty pitcher. You're a better parent when you're rested and relaxed. Meantime, and this is not daycare, the kids get 3 meals, 3 snacks, art and play therapy, because we know that if the parents are feeling that stress, you know the kiddos are feeling it too. They try to hide it, but it doesn't happen. And so our staff are all trained in trauma-informed care. They are watching for the signs of trauma, and they help the kids work through that trauma. So it's not daycare. It's a therapeutic environment where we help the kids work through whatever they need to work through. Then at the end, the parents come back. Everybody's reunited. The kids have had a fabulous time. A lot of the kids ask if they can have their birthday party at the Crisis Nursery. That's how much fun they have there. And then the mom or the dad, the grandma, grandpa, whoever it is, comes back and they have tools. And then we have our Aftercare program. So it's not one and done. The parents join and we send counselors to the home or, before COVID, work with them, parenting classes, budgeting classes, social events, because that support is ongoing. Everything is 100% free to the families, and it goes as long as you need us, 6 months, 6 years, whatever it is. We're there to break that cycle of abuse because now those kids have seen what a good parenting is, and it just goes on. In 35 years, we do see kids of the parents, and they come back and say, they remember the Crisis Nursery. They remember the feeling of safety when they were at the Crisis Nursery. So 35 years has been a long, long time, and we're continue to do that good work, which is sadly still needed.
Yeah, and that's cool that you can offer all of that stuff for free because people donate to you. And that's how we can help you right now is to donate. Tell us what we could do.
Well, coming up is our Holiday Hearts. And so what we're trying to do, and again, the stress of the holidays for everybody, but especially so many of our families are facing evictions and the utilities being cut off. So what we're asking this year is the same thing we did last year, where you can help by buying gift cards for the dollar store, the Walmart. And that way the parents can select the own gift for their kids. You can do a monetary donation. What we do is we write checks, not to the family, but to the landlord or to the utility company so they can stay in their house all winter, because that's really what the families really, really need. This pandemic, it's ongoing. People are still facing the problems. So any donation or to a Schnucks or to an Aldi so that they can have the refrigerator full for the holiday season. So if you can go to crisisnurserykids.org, and up near the top, there's a red button that says Holiday Hearts 2021. All the information is there, the links. We have everything that you can need to help these families make it through the holidays.
You did such a great job, Jane, explaining the process of helping people, but also just, I think, making it real for everybody. I think a lot of times we hear these stories of abuse and we just think, oh, that person's just a bad person. No. I would never do that. Whoever hits their kids are a bad person. And you just drew a just perfect picture of having the tools and having the resources and helping them get back on and reuniting the families, which I think is a common myth. So great job of kind of explaining that for everybody and making it real for people to really understand it.
Oh, sure, no problem. And most parents have felt that stress, right? In the middle of the night, the child won't stop screaming, and you just need help, and that's all we're there for. And to give the parents, our parents want to be good parents, but maybe they didn't have that good example like many of us had. They want to do the right thing by their kids, and that the Crisis Nursery is there to help them. Another way you can help is, it's United Way time coming up, and we are a United Way agency. So when you donate to the United Way, you're also donating to the Crisis Nursery.
We've all felt the stress of the pandemic, and thank you for being a helper during those times, because we are not through the woods. And even after, when we think we're through the woods, people are still recovering from that, and they're still going to need people like you. So thank you and the Crisis Nursery.
Thanks, Jane. You're doing such great work in our town. We appreciate you.
No problem. Thanks for having us on.